Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Tarot by Izabela. I am very happy to see you here, that you have been able to tune in to today's video, and I hope you are all doing fine and that you have had a wonderful holidays. Today's video will be a more of an information video. I feel a need that I had to do this because a lot of things have happened since I started this channel, and I want to give you some updates and what will happen, and some changes that I'm planning to do. The first thing I want to say, I want to thank you so much for all of your support, for your subscriptions, for your comments, for your nice words, for your encouragement. Without you all wonderful viewers, this channel would not be possible. The thing is, I'm all alone doing these videos, and during the last week the channel has almost exploded. So many new subscribers, so many new people watching this channel. And I really like to give you the best service, the best as I can. And that's why I come with some changes to this channel, and I want to make these updates that could be beneficial for all of us. And I want just to say it's physically, emotionally, and mentally impossible for me to be able to answer all of your questions, to do all the readings you ask me to do, all the videos. I would love to do them, but I have to make some structure to things that it could be beneficial for all of us. The first thing I need to say is that regarding videos and YouTube. When I started this channel, it was after family and friends was really making pressure on me. Why don't you start a YouTube channel? Oh, you should talk about this. Oh, you should talk about that. And I'm being a little bit shy, and no, I don't want any attention, please. Let me do my work in a little bit in the shadows. If somebody needs my help, they will find me, and so on. So I was never into YouTubing or doing videos. And if somebody has asked me a year ago that you will start a YouTube channel and do YouTube videos talking to a camera for hours, I would say they were totally nuts and crazy. But things change. I'm here today and I'm getting a little bit hang of it. There are a lot of things to be learned, a lot of technical stuff that I was never come in contact with. But since I'm quite stubborn of nature, and if someone else can do it, why not me? So I was sitting hours and hours and studying different editing programs and how to do this and how to that. Finally I managed somehow to get a little bit hang of it, but it's still learning in progress, and that's a lot of things I could do better. Regarding YouTube and videos, I'm very grateful to YouTube that I have the opportunity to post my videos. And the thing is, YouTube is a wonderful channel. You can post a lot of things. You can learn a lot of stuff from YouTube. There are a lot of nice, clever people doing videos on all kinds of topics. And without YouTube, I would not have learned how to make these videos. So that is a big plus. And YouTube have its own rules. If you want to have something to do on the platform YouTube, you have to follow the rules. That's it. And I was asking for doing videos on YouTube, and if they have the rules, I am obliged to follow. And if it was not like YouTube was asking me to do videos, this was more the other way. And since the world looks like it looks today, and a lot of things are not allowed to mention and talk about, one have to follow that rule. Talking about that, there are a lot of videos, there are a lot of things I would love to talk about, but since we live in this situation as it is with some censorship and very strict rules about what is allowed and what is not allowed, I cannot talk on many topics here on this platform or comment some people, even if I would love to. And that's why one have to many times use code words, different kind of names or other things, so no red flags are waving in the YouTube algorithm. And that also concerning people that make comments. I must say that I never edit comments. I never take away comments that you may have posted. If some comments, there is some comments I do take away, and that is scammers or people promoting like sex sites or something like that. This I will take away. And no other comments. In case your comment will not appear in the comment sector, try to rephrase, use different words, because many words and many names are red flagged on this platform and will not be posted automatically. So try to write it in a different manner, and probably the comment will be posted. And also bad language and things like that, it's red flag directly, so those comments YouTube take away directly. Yes, this channel is growing, and a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit in shock. I didn't expect this, that will go so fast, just in a couple of weeks. And I have to adjust a little bit to that. And the first thing I would like to adjust to is regarding videos. I will do the videos that I have announced, the upcoming videos for Ireland, for Egypt, from United States, Russia, and a global prediction. This will come up. But after that, I will concentrate more for one country a week, or maybe one a special topic video on a special topic. And there are a lot of topics. I am very grateful for all your mails that you have sent me, but I am not physically able to answer all of them. I see them, and many of them I cannot make videos on this platform. Hopefully that will be changed in the future, but as it looks right now, I have to talk about things that are not red flagged. So from January I will not do so many countries, and I would love to do all of the countries you ask me to, but it's not possible. I'm alone in this, so I do my best, and at least one country a week I will try to make a prediction of. And regarding personal readings, I have many mails about personal readings. Until the middle of January, I must put a hold on the personal readings, because there is no time. I have to, as I said, organize myself and try to make the best of time as possible to be able to answer as many of your questions as possible. So if you have questions about personal readings, please contact me first. When I answer your mail and we have established some kind of contact, and I will say that I will answer your mails, then you can be sure of that you will get a personal reading. But don't send me questions first and expecting that I will be able to do that. And I must, as I said, organize this time so I can do as many questions as possible. Cannot promise that I will be able to do all of you, but I will do my best. And please don't donate any money in advance. I don't want you to donate money for personal readings in advance. That is not right, because I may not be able to do your reading, and then it could be a little bit awkward situation. So if I had done a reading on you and you get the answer from me and it's to your satisfaction and you like what you have heard and read, then you can make a donation if you want to. And the price, I don't have any price. As I said, if you want one coffee, 2, 3, or none, it's up to you. I am sure that the universe will provide what is best. Because also a lot of people are struggling financially. A lot of people may not have money to spend on readings, but they really need some advice in some area in life. And I think it's very unfair that those people should not get an advice if they are needed, and money should be the issue. So no, only donate after a reading, and only if you are satisfied and want to. And the price is what you feel for, what you can, or if you cannot, that doesn't matter. That was about personal readings. In January, I will also start a possibility of doing longer personal readings, for example on Skype, and then one can have a direct connection through a webcam and get a longer reading that way. And more information about that will come also in the middle of January. And what do I do readings about? If you have any question, doesn't matter what topic. It could be personal questions, your personal life, love life, job, career, future, children, anything of that. Regarding health questions, that I must strongly say, I am not allowed and I will not give medical advice or give you diagnoses or something like that. It's strictly forbidden, and I will not do that. If someone is feeling really bad or ill, it's always best to contact a good doctor in whom you have confidence in, and get your help there. The only thing regarding health issues, I can make a suggestion. Why don't you look in that area, or why don't you get some more information maybe on that herb, or that technique, or that healing method. But I will never tell you do this and do that, or promise you that you will be healed from whatever illness. No, that is strictly forbidden, and I will not do it. So don't expect me to give you medical advice. I am not allowed to. What more? I have a little list here so I don't forget important things to talk about. Yes, one more thing what is important is that since this is a YouTube channel, and sometimes things I talk about could be a little bit sensitive, the information that comes out could be a little sensitive, and you never know if something could happen that, hopefully not, and that will make this channel disappear. I already have a backup channel on Rumble, and in case something happens to this channel, so I will be able to post videos. The only thing on Rumble, I cannot do videos with subtitles because they don't have the same possibility for adding subtitles in Rumble as they have here in YouTube. And if something happens, you will find me on Rumble. The links to Rumble you will find below. And it's Tarot by Izabela, just one word with no space between, just one word, Tarot by Izabela. And you will find my backup channel there. Other thing, yes, subtitles. I can only add subtitles to the videos that I have already made with subtitles. It takes a long time to edit subtitles, many hours for one video, and there is no time enough to add for all the other videos I have made. And in case you should miss a language that you would like me to have in the subtitle list, then please mail me and I will add that language in the subtitle list in the video you want. And as I said, it can only be in the videos that already have a subtitle list. And if you have difficulties to find the subtitles, so if you see the video on the right corner down below on the icon of settings, if you click on that, and then comes up a list and you find subtitle list there and look for your language. Some people have asked me if I can turn up the volume of my videos. The videos I have already posted, unfortunately, I cannot make the volume higher. Many times, if one look on the volume icon on the YouTube video, sometimes it's quite low. If you put it on higher volume, then you will probably get higher volume. But the videos I've already posted, I cannot make higher volume on them. Sorry. I will try to make videos in the future with a little bit higher volume on, so everyone can get satisfied. Another news. I've also got from a lot of viewers the suggestion to start a Telegram channel. And so I did. So yesterday I started a Telegram channel that is called Tarot by Izabela Official Chat. And on this channel, everyone is welcome to post news that are maybe red flags or unsensitive topics that not allowed on certain platforms. There you can post almost anything you want. And you are welcome to make a visit on Telegram platform. It's Tarot by Izabela Official Chat. And you can post information, news, things you want to talk about, chat with other people, discuss things like-minded and awake people. You can find a lot of information can be shared between us and for other people to see. So you're welcome to visit that. And on the Telegram channel, I will block and delete scammers. I will block and delete trolls. I will block and delete people that are abusive or use foul language or are not respectful to other people. That is all about, we have to be respectful to each other. It's very important that different views are accepted. Doesn't matter if you like what another person thinks or not. That doesn't matter. We have all the right to have our own opinion about things. And no one really possesses the ultimate truth. It's one side of a story, and a story can have many sides, and everyone have the right to tell their version, as long as it's not offensive or I say not nice to others. One can always point out your version of a story in a respectful way. And that's why I would like to have this Telegram channel, that one can talk openly on many subjects. Yeah, and scammers. Please be aware of scammers. If someone contacts you pretending to be me, asking for donations or personal information or whatever, it's not me. Make sure that the person who sends you, if it comes exactly from the same email address as I have below, if something is a little bit changed, it's not me. Delete and report it. I never contact you first. I never will ask you for money or personal information. Everything is voluntary. If you want to donate, if you want to support, is up to you. I will never ask for it. What more? Yes, regarding videos, yes, I talked about them. And in the beginning, I did some horoscopes on this channel. And people ask me about horoscopes. Why don't you do horoscope? Yes, I could do horoscope, but that is why I want to ask you if you want me to do horoscopes. But that will be on the cost on other videos, because doing a horoscope takes as long time as doing a video on a specific topic. And since there are so many YouTubers that are doing horoscopes and that are very good at it, I thought maybe the horoscope could some other YouTubes do, and I could more concentrate on topics that you have an interest in, or predictions. And about the predictions, yes, and time frames, it's very difficult for us medium or people that do readings to give you an exact time. Even if I say within 3 months, half year, and that is an approximate. It's very difficult to give an exact time. If we get a vision, if we get something that comes to us in a very strong way, then there is a very high possibility that this vision or this event will occur. When it's a little bit smaller, then it's like 50-50, could not. And normally our visions or the information that comes don't have a timestamp, and it's always an approximate. Hopefully it will happen within that period of time, especially the good stuff. The bad stuff don't really need to happen. But as we know, life is not a dance on roses, more a dance on thorns. And it's hard to live. Many bad things happen to good people also, unfortunately. We have to help each other then, and then it's where the good soul, the good heart of people come in. And miracles still occur, believe me. Many times I have been in places I didn't think I should be, and through miracles one could be able to continue further. That was about the horoscopes. So the horoscope I will put a little bit aside, since I will concentrate more on doing 1-2 good videos a week, and to answer as many mails from you as possible, especially for those who want to have personal readings. And the Skype and so on, yes, when that comes in action and you want to have a live reading, then the mail contact between us and we can decide when and how that could be done. What more? That I think was the most important information about the updates for the channel. And once again, please don't send me money in advance for a personal reading. Contact me first. If a contact is established and I say I will do a personal reading, then I will do it. And for those people who are waiting to get their personal readings done, I will do my best within the next week to answer to your questions and give you a response to them. I'm sorry if they've taken a little bit time, but it has been Christmas and holidays and the channel has been grown, and as I said, I'm alone with this and I have to make some priorities also in my personal life. I forgot. What can you about the personal questions on readings? Yes, it's not only on personal stuff like love and job and things like that. I have some experience also in house cleaning, meaning that if you have some problems with ghosts or strange activities at your home, this you can also get help with and try to remove that entity or whatever it could be. If you have questions about past life, that's it also good. If you have questions about different herbs or rituals or different kind of magic work, then you are also welcome to contact me. About different rituals, they say black magic, dark magic. Any magic that is made against someone else's will is evil magic. Yes. Doesn't matter if it's about love or I want him or her to love me, that's evil magic. I don't do that. I can help people to get like curses or evil, if they have a curse and an evil eye on them, to take away. I don't put it on people. I don't help it to put it, I help it to take away, so a person can be free. And freedom is what is important in everything. Yeah, that was about that. Now I want to talk just shortly about the nature of evil. And as many of you awake viewers, you have noticed that the world is suffocating. The evil energies is like a thick blanket covering over our globe. And people are not thinking clear, they are making strange decisions, and they fear of future, they fear what will happen, they fear is the energy of fear is so thick you can almost cut it. And evil in itself is a kind of energy, because everything is energy. Our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our bodies, everything we see, think, feel, smell, touch is energy. On its tiniest level. Nothing is really solid, because everything is empty space, and the atoms are kept together through electrical energy bindings, and everything is very, very empty. And talking about evil energy, the evil that is like suffocating this earth at the moment is an ancient evil. It has been here for ages, millennium, many thousands of years. And it's growing, and it's growing. And this evil cannot be kept alive without keeping us in fear, keeping us in suffering, keeping us in a very low vibrating in energy. And that is what it feeds on. It's their food, you can say. There are many versions about evil. This is only one version. I don't say that this is the blind truth. No, this is a version, an explanation of what it could be. And just like religion, everyone have a core of truth, and then it's a version of that core. No, nothing is completely bad or completely wrong. Many people have their versions, and of course, this version is right for them, and everyone have the right to speak their mind. But I will say no one possesses the complete story from A to Z. Well, let's come back to this evil force. Through meditations and rituals, one have come in contact what kind of evil force it is. And through channeling, that been said to me that this evil force is a force that has been traveled not only on this planet, it has been consuming planets and life forms throughout galaxies. And it has reached Earth, and the Earth is a really good harvesting place with a lot of people and a lot of opportunity to cause fear and grow. And what is fear? Fear is our biggest enemy, really, because when we get scared, we get paralyzed. We cannot think clearly, we only think about escaping and the easiest way out. And that is one of their weapons. Just like a scared animal can be in panic, can be brought down a cliff and killed with little effort. Also, putting fear into people is a way to control people and make them to go exactly where this evil energy wants them to go. And this evil energy, as I said, feeds on fear, on life energy from this planet. And that's why it does as it's making as a hard work to keep us in fear. And this energy, this evil energy, also feeds on the pain. And pain is also caused through fear, and it's their food. And causing pain to humanity, to the animals, to all the living creatures on earth, it gives them more power and more strength. The good thing is that we are so many people that are awake, that will not bend to this fear, that will continue to send love, light, struggle further, even if we are, challenges are thrown upon us, problems are thrown upon us. They overcome, they don't give up, and the important thing is don't give up. When you don't give up, when you focus your mind that you will make it, then you will make it. And help will come in different kind of way. Remember, our mind and our thoughts are extremely powerful. Everyone, each of you, have that power to manifest through thoughts. And the evil force know that. And if there are enough people manifesting peace, love, harmony, abundance, then this evil force will have no power, will eventually evaporate, and like a mummy from the Mummy movie, just disappear, will have no strength to exist. So it's important to keep that light alive in your heart, and keep spreading it, keep spreading hope, keep spreading love, help each other, take care of each other, because that's the best way to, one of the best ways to combat this evil, this vampiric, very aggressive energy. And it's important also to say about thoughts. Everything the whole universe is a vibrating universe, consists of different vibrations, different energy patterns, and everything is energy, and energy follows thought. And your thoughts are energies, extremely powerful energy that can transform words, transform planets, transform universe, literally. And everything that you have in your life, doesn't matter if it's something material or a feeling, origins in someone's thought first. For example, if I take this spoon, before it came into existence in a physical form, the spoon was in somebody's thought. Oh, I'm gonna make a spoon that looks like that. And the person was thinking about the design, then he took the design from the thought form, maybe made a sketch, and after that sketch, it's still not a spoon, but it's beginning to take form of a spoon, and then to a factory that could produce this spoon. So symbolically, everything can come to life through our thoughts. And that is important. If we keep our thoughts positive, if we keep our thoughts that this will be done, it will be a greater future, it will, the evil will not be able to have its grip over humanity. And it doesn't have to be millions and billions of us. Remember, it's enough with one match to lit a fire in the woods, and to create what they call wildfire. It doesn't mean you have to create a wildfire, but symbolically, with one match you can put a whole wood on, a whole forest on fire. And so it is also with this kind of energy. And it's the best way to symbolically, but also in an astral level, in a spiritual level, to combat this very vampiric kind of energy. So it will not have the grip. And you don't need, as I said, billions of us. Could be a couple of hundred there, couple of hundred there, couple of hundred, but that spiritual, that light will come as a grid, and it will help to dissolve this evil energy. And that is in a spiritual point, that is from a spiritual point of view. And then when it comes to the material point of view, this earth, and could be needed other kinds of techniques to combat the evil that have manifested in physical form. And one have to also not comply, stand strong, and be kind of a warrior for your rights, for your children's rights, and be a good example for others to follow. That's the best way. And one man or woman, person or child can change the future for billions. Can be a good example. So that was just a short about this evil energy. There's much, much more to talk about, but I don't want to make this video extremely long and could be a little bit boring at the end. Just to sum it up. I think I got everything on my list here today. And if you should have any questions about things I've talked about, please put them in the comment sector or send me a mail, and I will try to do my best to answer it as soon as possible. And remember, until the middle of January, it will be very tough for me. I will probably not be able to answer any new mails of personal readings. When I will be able to do personal readings again, I will announce it here on a short video. Because I really have to do all the people that have already sent and are waiting on a waiting list, and I have to do them. And I don't want to make it like a factory readings, one after another. No, I really want to put my heart and soul into every reading. That is, I think that is the way it should be done. And that was what I wanted to say to you today. And to all you beautiful, wonderful souls, wish you all the best. Keep strong, shine your light. One should not tolerate cruelness and evilness. I don't say always have to put another cheek to. No, don't be naive also, but goodness and empathy and generosity, it comes from the soul, comes automatically. You cannot stop it, and that makes a difference. Even a kind word can make a huge difference in somebody's life and change a person's life to the better. So it's not always about what you can give in physical things. It's also your time, your words, your consideration that can also be precious gifts. And if you all, try to do your best and be awake, trust a little bit your gut feeling, not maybe hot gut, because the gut feeling have like warning bells that something is not right here. And before you rush into something, investigate. Is it good? Is it bad? What are they wanting us to do? And eventually, I think you're gonna find the right way. And as friends on other side, the spirit world said, we are not alone in this fight. This evil force that has originated from some kind of reptilian race has been chased down here. And there is some kind of big battle between this evil reptilian-like force and other extraterrestrial entities. And they are also fighting for their existence, because this evil force is a threat to all life, not only on Earth, but also on other planets and solar systems. And they are gathering, and they say that, they will have some kind of big battle, the final elimination of that evil force, because it's a very, very big danger, not only to this Earth, but also other solar systems. Well, that was my final words again. I wish you all the best. Take care out there, shine your light, and together we shall overcome a lot of obstacles, and a better world, better future for our next generation, and us too waits ahead. Wish you all the best. Thank you for watching, and a lot of blessings to all of you. Bye bye.